was a match, and this guy, down under boxer, upcoming, surprised the whole world. His name was, I think, Chuck Wepner. He knocked Muhammad Ali down in the 9th round. They actually lasted 15 rounds, but Muhammad Ali won anyway and retained his title. But the whole world was shocked. But that was inspiring enough. But what was actually inspiring was there was a young, struggling actor that was watching. And you know, he had this dream to write a story about a young underdog, a boxer that's trying to come up and then comes and, you know, fights and becomes a champion. But he thought nobody would buy that story. So when he saw that, it inspired him, and that night he started writing. After 3 days, he finished writing, and that movie became a multi-million-dollar hit. We had a couple of challenges financially, and so I grew up thinking, you know what, nah, I'm not going to face this. And I was, you know, I said, I wanted to be very, very, very successful. And I had this aunt that used to come and visit in her sports car. She had a nice flat, you know, nice hair. She was working in Citibank, and I thought, I want to be like this woman. How can I be like this woman? Oh, she's a banker. Okay. When they asked us what we were going to do, like choose your subject, I just thought banking must be accounting and be accounting. And further I knew how to do, so I just did it. You know, and I just liked this whole, you know. You see, there's one thing John Maxwell says, that if you're at the top of the class, then you're in the wrong class. And I thought, I need to learn, I need to grow. I cannot be the queen here and not know anything, you know what I mean? So I said, okay. So I started thinking, and I got my dream job, and it was just God. But then my kids were growing up, and my role was growing as well. And I was getting so busy, and I didn't have time for my children. And you know, I would be going to work at odd hours, coming back, weekends, you can just get an email here. And I thought, this is surely not life. You know, I'm not happy, I'm not fulfilled. I was really torn, and I felt, it's so funny, and I opened my Bible, and what I saw was Genesis chapter 12 again, that I'd written in the year before. And it talks about how when God told Abraham to leave the land that he was in, to the land that he didn't, that he was going to show him, so he didn't know. And I thought, you know what, okay, that's my cue. So God doesn't always reveal the plan, I just have to take the first step. And I took the first step. And I got back to Nigeria, and I walked into my boss's office, and I broke down. I think they all thought, like, this girl is just tired. After a few weeks, and I remember, and then everything started happening. Things just started happening. I just got, it's like, people started coming to me. It was like I was a superstar. You're leaving? It was like I was living people's dreams. Like, really? What are you going to do? And what happened was, and I left. And look at me here today, 1 year later. I'm with my kids. I have my own business I'm running. I have a TV program that I'm running. I'm a columnist. I'm living my dream. And so how do you do it afraid? You have to, one thing is, you have to change your belief system. I was reading an article about the elephant. How does a trainer control a 5-ton elephant and prevent it from escaping? You know what they do? When the elephant is a baby, they actually tie one of its foot to a wooden post that is secured to the ground. So this is a baby elephant. The elephant tugs and it pulls, and it can't pull out. It can't escape. And then it believes that, you know what, this is it. I can't ever escape. And it grows up. So when it becomes that 5-ton, every time they tie it, it believes that it can't escape, even though it's been able to escape for donkey years. And so that's how, it's a mind thing. And that's how we all are. It's the mind. You would, I mean, Paul Martinelli will say you never outperform your own self-belief. Where your energy goes, where your focus goes, your energy goes. You need to change your mindset. The Bible will say, as a man thinketh, so he is. Really and truly, this is what messes us up, our minds. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in, I believed in God. I didn't even believe in myself. But even in growing, I'm beginning to see that I am made in His image. I can do all things through Christ. I can do what I want to do, you know, and what He has called me to do. So that's one thing, change your belief system. You also have to be positive. Positive affirmation, so build up your faith. So talk, say positive things. We're negative. We constantly say negative things to ourselves. Oh, you look really nice. Oh, it's such a cheap dress. You know, I bought it in Primark. Thank you, my dress is, oh yes, thank you. It's really nice, right? You know, begin to accept compliments. Also give compliments. Say things. Change your mindset. Another thing is do it now. Don't wait. I was reading about Sylvester Stallone. Actually, I didn't actually want to say the name first, but in 1975, there was a match, and this guy, down under boxer, upcoming, surprised the whole world. His name was, I think, Chuck Wepner. He knocked Muhammad Ali down in the 9th round, and they actually lasted 15 rounds. But Muhammad Ali won anyway and retained his title. But the whole world was shocked. But that was inspiring enough. But what was actually inspiring was there was a young, struggling actor that was watching. And you know, he had this dream to write a story about a young underdog, a boxer that's trying to come up and then comes and, you know, fights and becomes a champion. But he thought nobody would buy that story. So when he saw that, it inspired him, and that night he started writing. After 3 days, he finished writing. And that movie became a multi-million-dollar hit, box office hit. That's Rocky, you know Rocky. Yeah. You know, and so he did it now. He didn't. If he waited maybe 2 days or 3 days later, he would have probably lost the steam, lost the inspiration. So another thing we all try to do is we're thinking, I have to do when I'm prepared. But you would never be ready. In January, at the beginning of the year, I wrote certain goals. I want to have a TV talk show. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then I get a phone call from the TV studio in our church saying, because my pastor has a TV program, we want you to come online to speak. Sorry, live TV. And I thought, okay, yes, this is, wow, God, thank you, amazing. And I said, okay, so when is it? He said tomorrow. I'm like, no. That I need like 1 week, 2 weeks to prepare. They're like, sorry, we really need you to come tomorrow. And I thought, okay, fine, this was in the morning, I had time. That day I had so many meetings, I didn't get home till 10. I don't have a help, I've been looking for a help, I just can't find one. One had left in January. And I fell asleep and I woke up and I thought to myself that I'm not going to do this anymore. And I got a message, a Joel Austin message saying, you have all that you need. And I went and I said, you know what I'll do? I had 2 hours to prepare and I did that. And that thing, people have watched it and been like, wow, you're natural. I wasn't prepared. So you have to do it afraid. Even when you may fail. If I fail, then I know how not to do it again. So next time I know what to do. You know, so at the end of the day, it's all about just taking that step and doing it. But before I end, I just wanted to say, one other thing you need to do is to build your dream team. There was someone that came, a minister that came last week, and she was talking about having a dream team. So when you have a dream that you want to follow, you need to surround yourself with the same people that would help you. So you must have a mentor, someone that you can look up to and get advice from. You should have a coach, someone that will push you and encourage you and is, you know, inspire, that believes in you. You must have a sponsor, so someone that just believes in you and will sponsor you, or even if they don't have the money, they will find a way to get the money. My sponsor is my husband. Please want me to say thank you to him. Then you must have a buddy, so a friend that you can just laugh with. Just someone that you can just, you know, have fun with. Nothing special. She was saying how her husband has this guy that he plays video games with. He's been playing for 5 years, and she said, what's his surname? I don't know. Okay, does he have kids? I don't know, we just play video games. So have someone you can just laugh with. Have a confidant, someone that you can actually share and tell, you know what, I'm going through so much. Fade is my confidence. I'm confident. I call her, say, Fade, I'm tired. You know, have someone that, you know, you can share with. And then have someone that, a Judas. So someone that you have to be careful, because that person keeps you accountable, so you don't open your mouth and share your dreams with everybody else. So don't send the person away. Keep the person close to you so it reminds you that you just need to, you know, be careful, that the world is not all about the nice things. So if you've been thinking about sending that book to the publisher but think, you know what, they're going to turn it down, just do it. If you want to get out of a relationship but you're scared that you'll be alone if you're dating someone, then just do it. If there's a job you've been trying to, but you think they won't accept you, send your CV. If you want to talk like I am now, you know, just do what you have to do at the end of the day. And I want you to ask yourself this question when you go home. What would you attempt if you knew you wouldn't fail?